So, okay. So, I have this message that I have been wanting to get out for a while. A message that I feel like was communicated to me by the Holy Spirit. And one thing that I learned is the benefit of gratitude and just how powerful it really is. Like I can't even fully put into words how, like the all of the benefits of gratitude. I started well, honestly, before I came back to Christ, I started a gratitude journal. And I started listing out all the things that I was grateful for. And yeah, I got consistent at it again, and every morning I would write a journal or write in my journal a bunch of things, and I would write pages, but that's not even necessary. It's not even necessary to write whole pages of things that you're grateful for, even just a few. Like it does something for your spirit. Like it's like I made a video I don't know, not too long ago about how you can create a heavenly atmosphere, and gratitude is part of it. Gratitude is it. That's gratitude is how you create a heavenly atmosphere. It's just like it picks up the whole energy around you and it changes it. And I learned that when you do the opposite, when you entertain the spirit of ungratefulness, you're creating an atmosphere, you're creating a hellish atmosphere. You're setting it up to where more things happen that cause more and more of that attitude. Like when you're grateful, when you're listing out things that you're grateful for, it's like God puts more things in your life for you to be grateful for. When you're ungrateful, when you're complaining all the time, hellish things start manifesting, and things get worse. I've experienced this time after time. When you start complaining and belly aching and all of that, it really just gets worse. And one thing I noticed about my generation is we are suffering from a really powerful ungratefulness spirit that just wants to pick at every little thing there is to find a flaw in, and to bellyache about and act like, our lives are just so bad when we have it so good. There is so much to be grateful for. And when you entertain that spirit of ungratefulness, you're just making stuff worse. You're just making it worse. And oh man, there's another topic that I want to get into. I recently saw this documentary about Jim Jones, and it's perfect. Well, one of the things I noticed about Jim Jones is he got his whole congregation to be so ungrateful and so like he pinpointed their focus on everything bad about society, right? And made it seem like life was just so awful, and his congregation needed him to be safe. And I'm telling you, when you entertain that ungrateful spirit, it's like a whole hellish portal opens up for you. And like, man, watch these documentaries. They got them everywhere, like on Hulu, Netflix, all of them, all of those outlets. And what he did to his congregation, the manipulation, the fear mongering, the belly aching about society. Look, this was what that Jim Jones and all of that happened like in the 60s. So I understand the plight and the social issues that was going on in the 60s way worse than it is now. You know, I get it, but my thing is, there's no reason for people to still be acting like that and still be engaging in that rhetoric. Oh, life is just so terrible and everybody's out to get us, and you know, everybody's so racist, and you know, find something to be grateful for and focus on that. Don't focus on everything out here that just looks so scary and so untrustworthy, and don't focus on that. Cause you, as soon, first of all, when you make a habit of picking out any little thing to complain about, that's the worst habit any person could possibly have. Once you start complaining all the time, it's amazing how bad your luck gets. Like, I'm trying to tell you, there's like a magic to it. Complaining brings hell to you. Gratefulness brings heaven. This is facts. I've experienced it. I honestly recommend that everybody try it out for themselves. Try out, okay, here's my challenge. Start, let's say for like a week. For a week, list out 10 things first thing in the morning that you could be grateful for. 10 things that you're grateful for. Do that for a week and try your hardest throughout the day after you list out those 10 things to just focus on those 10 things that you're grateful for. And, you know, I don't know, you don't have to focus on those 10 things, but try to keep your energy high that day. Here's how you keep your energy high. By staying grateful. Every little thing that you can find and be grateful for. You don't have to write it all down. Just 10 things. Write down 10 things. But throughout the day, find every little thing that you can be grateful for. And try to keep your focus on gratitude instead of complaining. And when you complain, if you catch yourself complaining, chill out. Like, stop. Like, once you catch yourself, be like, nope. This week, I'm supposed to focus on gratitude. So let me shift my focus. Let me shift my energy and find something to be grateful for. Try that for a week. And after that week, write down everything that happened that week. Right? And then the next week, forget about it. You know? If you're a complainer, if you find yourself complaining, you don't have to, shift your focus. You can, I recommend it, but just do everything normally that week, and then write down everything that happened. Write down the events that happened that week, and do a comparison. And I'd honestly recommend doing that experiment, for a while. Listen, I have a gratitude journal. I have all kinds of journals. I've been experimenting with this energy stuff, like, before I even got to really know Jesus and got serious in my walk with Christ. I have been experimenting with shifting energy and the benefits of it for a while. It's real. Absolutely. And it works. That's all I'm saying. But once I got back in the Bible, I learned about, the significance of spirits and how it is an ungrateful spirit that so many people in my generation are entertaining and have attached to them. And so, it just seems like people are just so miserable when we don't have to be miserable. There's so much to be grateful for. That's all I really wanted to say. And I hope that, somebody got something out of this message. God bless you. And I will see you in the next video.